Welcome back to episode 10 of the Comic Guys. I am your host, Angel Comics, with my co-host, Kevin Comics.
Good.
Was good, and coming to you straight out of the multiverse of geekness with a brand new episode for you. Kevin, what is good, man?
Bro, I'm great, man. Yo, did you check out, man? I don't even know where to start. I think there was a lot of news that came out this week
Yeah,
because last week there was like it was pretty much like nothing, you know? Like a lot of things came out this week.
yeah,
I feel
like
like last week
yeah, like
was
last week. Yeah, that's
quiet.
why. That's why I was saying you last week. Was like, hey, let's skip this weekend. You go. You were visiting your mom. It wasn't like a lot of big stuff. So it was like it wasn't worth doing a podcast for like two
Yeah.
things. You know what I mean? So I'm like, let's
Sorry
get
guys,
all
I'm
this
sorry.
information together and give them
I'm
something
sorry
good.
I'm sorry we left you hanging, guys, last time. I know we didn't come out with an episode, but we are back, man.
Yeah,
And
and we always
also
want to
we
give
were
you. Oh, I'm sorry, man. And we also want to give you updated news. And if one day, if we skip an episode, it's not because we were lazy or we wanted to do it. It's because we always want to gather enough good information to have with you guys, so we could share the same love for what we have without not giving you nothing at all, but keep in contact with our
before.
socials so you can know if we don't have a lot of news and whatever we post, we do post stuff in our socials. So make sure you guys do
Yeah.
come to our socials.
Bro, tell me about well,
First of all,
everybody. Wait. Well, everybody, I just want to let you know we did make an edit to our introduction. If you noticed, Angel is no longer going by War Machine on this podcast. He still is, War Machine when he plays games and all that stuff.
yes,
But in this podcast, we are trying to become like the Bat, the Bat family, but we're trying to become the comic.
yeah,
You
we're
know,
trying to
like
become the comics family. So I changed my name from Angel War Machine TV. If you guys want to follow my YouTube, that's my gaming channel, and my Twitch channel. You go to War Machine TV, you'll find me there. But as for a podcast, I think it for me it kept sounding long, like Angel War Machine TV. So he's like, ah.
yeah, it was
So
a little long,
so I saw
but it
Kevin
was
and he
all
was
it
like
was.
Kevin Comics. I was like, dude, I'm gonna change my name to Comics, and because our title pretty much is the Comic Guys, so we are the
Yeah,
comic cousins. And then here we are, directly coming out of this multiverse of geekness that, oof, do we have some stuff for you today.
bro, bro, a lot of stuff. But before we get started, man, I just want to shout out everybody that's out there. Make sure that you follow, subscribe. Make sure that you always leave a review. Follow us on all our social media, bro. You already know. Just show the love. But bro, did you check out the Halo series this week? What
Dude,
you thought
I
of the first
did check it
episode?
out. So I checked it out on the day it came out while I was working,
Yeah,
but I couldn't really pay attention because I was doing work. And because I knew we were going to do the podcast like right before I ate, I started watching it just to kind of get like a recap and seeing a couple of people reviews and stuff on it and some stuff. I was like, all right, let me rewatch it again just to get a fresh perspective of the show. And I have to say that some like in the beginning battle, spoilers ahead if you haven't seen the episode. There's gonna be some spoilers. The first beginning battle that they were in that little campground when they first got there, the Spartans. Some of the CGA was kind of a little off. It wasn't like pure, but other than
it,
that, the fights were pretty good. Like I
I
like how
thought,
Master
I
Chief
thought,
landed. That was pretty
yeah,
cool. And
yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I thought the CGI was good, man. I thought it was good. I thought that some parts later on, I think the whole fight scene was all great. Introduction, everything, how they fell from the sky, from the freaking spaceships. That was pretty cool. I wish that we could have seen them actually fall from the spaceship into the ground, like in the trailer. I can't wait to
Yes.
see that episode. But I thought it was a great way to introduce us to the Spartans. I like, bro, like they made them really like super soldiers in this show.
Yeah. That's I mean, like you were saying, like later on to the episode, it does get kind of a little slow. But then we also have to
Yeah,
think about it. It's not, we have to think about it. There is a story behind video games that people may not understand. I don't, okay. To be
yeah,
honest, I don't know a lot of the lore of. I know there's books and stuff on Halo, and I know they created like a little universe. And I played, and I always played like the multiplayer. I wasn't into like the story or whatever, so I don't know too much about Halo. So watching this with a perspective of an outsider going into the show, liking this kind of shows, liking comics and liking video games, I'm like, all right, I'll give it a try. I played the multiplayer before, and I actually like I said, some of the CGI fights were
yeah.
kind of a little
What you
off.
played before? What'd you play before?
I
You
usually
weren't
play like the
Xbox.
multiplayer.
No, but you were Xbox. That's or not? You never played
When
Xbox.
I'm talking about Xbox, when I first got Xbox was back in the day when the Halo
Did you
game.
play Halo? And did you play Halo?
Yes, we played Halo on a TV split screen four, and it was two against two. We didn't
Yo,
have
Halo was
internet
fun.
back then, okay? It wasn't multiplayer like online. It was
Halo was
multiplayer at
fun,
home.
bro.
It's
It
like
was.
your friends call you at home and be like, "Yo, bring your controller. Yo, we're about to play Halo." You be like, "All right." So you bring your controller, and then you go to your
Oh,
friend's house. You connect the controller. You split that screen into four. And yo, stop looking at me, bro. Stop looking at my side, like,
stop
dude.
looking where I'm at. Stop looking where, bro. We used to skip school and do like Halo matches just to like see each other play and then also play against each other, bro. Halo was the shit back then. I
Yeah,
used to
I
play
can't
even.
wait to. I hope that in the show they bring the little guys, they look like little stars, and they kind of, what I'm talking
Oh
about.
yeah, that'd be pretty dope.
I want to see them because I mean the monsters looked it all right. I think can say they didn't
Yeah,
look they
I
were
would
looking
say
okay.
that. I would say that, and I agree with you on that in terms of. I agree with you on that in terms of the CGI because the monsters CGI was good enough to be for me to accept.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
They
it
didn't
was
look real and like they looked good for CGI, but and then and this is the bad part is that we're comparing the CGI to like Disney Disney movies.
that's a
Guaranteed
point.
that we're comparing CGI because this reminds us of like a Star Wars kind of universe. Like the background and
Gave me
stuff.
Mandalorian vibes, bro. Give me
Mandalorian type
Mandalorian
vibes.
vibes. Hmm.
So when you look at the CGI, like you see Jabba the Hutt in Boba Fett and Mandalorian, you be like, holy crap, that shit looks real. He looks like a big turd in real life. That's what he looks like. You know what I mean? Here, the monsters looked great. I can't say they did not,
Yeah,
but they didn't look like they belong in the scene as realistic as they're supposed to look like.
that is actually a great point when you think about it. They didn't. They looked. They not that they didn't look like they fit, but they didn't look real enough where that they were there. That's what you're saying. That you're like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
like
yeah,
oh, like they were there.
yeah. Like it was like the green screen was off a little bit. You know what I
Okay,
mean? Like the
yeah,
green screen was off a little. But other than that, I mean, I can't wait to see episode two because the way it left off, it makes
yeah,
you think like, okay, what else is gonna happen? Um,
yeah.
to the show. But overall, I would say out of five, my opinion, I give it like a 3.5.
The first episode was pretty good. You know, they have Pablo Shabier, that guy that was in other, and he was in a whole lot of other like soldier movies. Like,
Uh,
damn, what's that movie? What's that movie he was with? Was it with 50 Cent? I think was it not? It's like a heist
that's
movie.
him. With Ice Cube's son,
Yep.
Wolf Den,
He's Master Chief. Yeah, he's Master Chief.
the Wolf's Den. I think that's what it's
The
called.
yes, well, yep, that actor from the
Oh,
Wolves, the
that
Wolves
is
Den.
him. He looked so
Yeah,
different. He had like kind of blondish hair in the movie.
yeah, in the movie, and this he definitely looks like Master Chief, bro. I think
He had the
you know.
attitude.
Yeah.
And actually, I do have to say, Master Chief looked freaking awesome.
All of them, all the Spartans, bro.
Matt,
Those suits,
ooh,
those suits look crazy fire in real life, bro.
yo, the brute one looked awesome because there was
Yeah,
like the sniper one that was kind of smaller suit, more
I like how they
agile.
had I like that each one had their own little persona attitude. Like it had their own feeling. Like you said, like one that was a sniper, the brute, female one was fucking dope, kicking ass. And then, bro, Master Chief, when he came down, you could tell that. And also, bro, his
He did
freaking
what Deadpool would have said. He did a superhero landing.
yeah, he did do a superhero landing. He did do a
He
superhero
did land
landing.
a superhero, but
What do you think? What do you think? Like now, do you think that they're following the game? Like in terms of Master Chief, like
I
not
saw,
remembering who he's.
yeah, I saw like an art. Somebody said something, or either a tweet or something, and it said that the writer said that they're not that they stepped away from either the books or the game, and they went their own direction. One of the things that people are saying is that the Spartans never that their memories never been erased, and in this one they kind of erased memory. But then you people don't understand, like, a lot of these movies, games to movies, they don't really take the video game way. They base it on the video game. So they could take those
It's
characters
like
and make their own stories with, whatever. I don't want to judge too much because it's the first episode. So
yeah.
what did you think? Do you think, do you know more the lore of Halo?
I played Halo a lot, but I didn't finish the whole like game story. But I think that this first episode of the series was pretty like good in terms of matching with like what's going on and what you see in the first Halo kind of. And yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling
What
it.
do you give it from 1 to 5?
1 to 5. I think I would give it a 3.5, 4,
Three and a
because
half, 4.
I really liked like the all the action that happened too. I thought it was all great, and I like the stories, and I like that where it's going. I like
Yeah,
where it's going,
the
man.
conspiracy. There's like a conspiracy going on. So
Yeah,
it could that I always
basically,
like, I like shows that have like little conspiracy because it leaves you like, okay, so what actually, who is he seeing when he touched that medallion thing, that thing? Is
yeah.
it his past or is it somebody else's past? How was he taken from his family to become Master Chief? So now we get intrigued to find out what actually is going on in Master Chief's head. So yeah, you're right. You're right. I didn't take a look. I didn't specify it like that, but yeah, like, yeah.
But the writer said that they never looked at the game or the material.
Yeah, so they're
Is
going
that
their
true?
own way.
Is that
I'm
true?
not sure if it's true or not, but that's what I heard. And I
We
think I
can
read or
confirm this.
heard. And if it is, and we just have to find out. I mean, it's the first episode. We can't judge it. We don't know. But they spend $10 million per episode.
Yeah. Wow. 10 mil?
And it's 10 episodes, that's 100 million, right? Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so the series is a non-canon standalone story.
Okay.
So yeah, confirmed, guys. It's not part of the games. Sorry, I was wrong.
No, but at least they brought the characters from the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And they're
it's
bringing them
not
to
intended.
life.
They're saying it's not intended to be like a direct adaptation from the game themselves. So
Hey, I'm with
it's
it.
not supposed.
I'm with it. Let's
Yeah,
see what happens in episode 2.
would
Now I'm invested in it because now I want to know what the hell is going on in Master Chief's head now.
yeah, yeah. Me too. Yeah, he's
Man,
gone rogue, man.
yeah, and bro, he went rogue on the first episode. Like, he didn't even wait till like half the episode of episode 2. He said, he's like, "Fuck it, taking
Just
this.
went rogue.
I'm taking the young girl out of here."
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much how it happened.
Pretty good, pretty good. And Paramount Plus, man, they were like, "Hey, we better come out with a show before people unsubscribe."
True, 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 true. And Paramount Plus, I
Bro,
mean, it has some good movies in there. If you want to see Scream is in there. If you want to go see the
shout
latest
outs to
Scream
Paramount, man.
and the latest
Paramount,
Jackass.
yeah, they had Jackass. I was laughing my ass
I
off.
haven't seen it
Like
yet. I haven't seen it yet.
they have a lot of old school stuff there too. Like they have a lot, like we talked about before.
Yeah,
And
and Star
I would
Trek.
say like I'm keeping Paramount, like,
Yeah,
but I'm really happy that they came out with this show because I was like, bro, what the hell, Paramount? Come on,
yeah. Give
come
us
do
something new. And it's
Yep,
like, okay, like yo,
yep.
Disney Plus don't have the Mandalorian. We need something. Here comes Paramount Plus. Like, okay, we'll give you Halo. I'll give you the. This is our Mandalorian.
they they give me that vibe.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
But
But
I give
yo,
it. I give it a 3.5. Guys, if you guys have Paramount Plus, definitely go check out the like we said, it's a standalone story. Go check it out. And you guys let us know in the comments what do you guys think about the first episode of Halo.